The search for perfection, a mirage in the desert of existence, or does true greatness lie in the patient accumulation of small triumphs, 1%, a tiny fraction, almost imperceptible? But what happens when that tiny percentage is applied day after day, shaping us like the constant dripping of water that carves stone? Could this secret, whispered by the winds, of time hold the key to a fuller, more resilient, more stoic life? Join us on this journey and unravel the mysteries of continuous improvement. In the labyrinth of modern life, we are bombarded with promises of instant transformations, of magical solutions to all our ills. But true change, true strength, lies in constancy, in the silent discipline that allows us to evolve one step at a time. In this video, we will explore Stoic philosophy and how it can guide us on this path of gradual improvement, revealing how the search for 1% daily improvement can be the key to a more meaningful life. Get ready to delve into the teachings of the ancients and discover how to apply this timeless wisdom to the challenges of our time. Main content, Chapter 1, The Illusion of Instant Greatness. We live in an era obsessed with instant gratification, a whirlwind of fleeting desires and miraculous solutions that promise to transform life in the blink of an eye. We long for immediate metamorphosis, for effortless conquest, like butterflies that emerge from the chrysalis with their wings painted in vibrant colors. We forget, however, the simple beauty of the caterpillar that patiently weaves its cocoon thread by thread with a silent determination that ignores haste. True greatness, my dear ones, is not found in empty promises of instantaneous transformations, but in discreet perseverance, in the hard work that polishes the rough diamond until it reveals all its splendor. The most beautiful symphonies are not composed in a single chord, but in the harmonious combination of notes that unfold over time, in a complex dance of sounds and silences. The most lush gardens do not bloom overnight, but require constant care from the gardener, who waters, prunes and nourishes each plant with dedication and patience. So is the journey of self-improvement, a slow and gradual construction made of small bricks that, laid one by one, build the building of our best version. Perfection is not a destination, but a process, an incessant search for refinement, for polishing, for a constant polishing of the soul. Therefore, do not be fooled by the siren songs of immediate gratification, as true beauty lies in the journey, in the slow and patient metamorphosis that transforms us from the inside out. It is in the whisper of time, in the rhythm of persistence, that we find the true elixir of transformation. Authentic greatness, like a work of art, requires time, dedication, and the constant refinement of details. It is in patient search, in hard and silent work, that we discover the true essence of our nature, the singular beauty that flourishes in the constancy of effort. Remember, life is not a frantic race in search of immediate results, but a graceful dance with time, a symphony that is composed with each step, with each breath, with each small gesture of improvement. Chapter 2, The Power of Habit. Imagine a young girl with a dreamy soul whose heart beat with the burning desire to write a novel. The words simmered in his mind like a magical cauldron, filled with fascinating characters, stunning settings, and intricate plots. Her name was Clara, and her dream was as vivid as the colors of a garden in full spring. But faced with the immensity of the task, Clara felt paralyzed, like a small vessel adrift in a stormy sea. The blank page stared back at her with an intimidating gaze, a challenge that seemed insurmountable. Doubts whispered in her ear, like malicious sirens trying to lure her into the depths of despondency. Will I be able to do it? Clara asked herself, her voice shaking with uncertainty. But instead of succumbing to fear, Clara decided to face the challenge with the wisdom of patience and the strength of discipline. Drawing inspiration from the teachings of the Stoics, she understood that the longest journey begins with a single step. And so, Clara established a small, daily ritual, writing just one page a day. A single page, a seemingly insignificant task compared to the grandeur of his dream. But like the steady drip of water sculpting, the rock Clara's persistence began to yield surprising results. Day after day, the pages accumulated, the chapters took shape, and the romance that had once seemed like a distant mirage was beginning to come to life, like a garden slowly blossoming under the care of a dedicated gardener. With each word written, Clara felt more confident, more sure of herself. The blank page that once intimidated her now became an invitation to create, a space where her dreams could take shape and color. That, my friends, is the magic of habit, the transformative force of repetition. Like the waves of the sea that shape the sand on the beach, small daily efforts repeated consistently have the power to sculpt our reality, to transform our dreams into masterpieces. It is silent discipline, discreet perseverance that takes us to the top of the mountain, step by step, without us realizing the arduous climb. Just like Clara, who wove her novel page by page, we too can build our greatness, one small gesture at a time, with the certainty that persistence is the key that opens the doors to triumph. Chapter 3, the discipline of small victory, the search for continuous improvement. That delicate work of polishing the soul is not limited to great achievements, to resounding triumphs that echo throughout eternity. It resides above all in silent discipline, in the care with which we dedicate ourselves to small tasks, to the almost imperceptible details that make up the mosaic of our existence. It is in the art of making your bed when you wake up, with the same delicacy as a painter, preparing his canvas, that we find the poetry of everyday life. It is in the daily practice of a musical instrument, even if for a few minutes, that we tune the strings of our soul, composing the melody of our own existence. And it is in the simple act of taking a moment for reflection, for introspective silence, that we find the oasis of serenity in the midst of the desert of modern hustle and bustle. Each small victory, no matter how modest it may seem, is a brushstroke on the canvas of our transformation, one more step on the journey towards the best version of ourselves. Just like a goldsmith who cuts a jewel with patience and precision, we must dedicate ourselves to the details of our life with the same attention, with the same care, with the same search for perfection. Imagine a young carpenter's apprentice whose name was Elijah. While his colleagues hurried to finish their work, eager for the well-deserved rest, Elias dedicated himself to sharpening his tools with an almost religious care. His movements were slow, precise, like those of a conductor conducting an orchestra. The planer blade slid across the whetstone, producing a soft, hypnotic sound, like a lullaby. Elias's colleagues mocked him, calling him a perfectionist, an exaggerator. They said it was a waste of time to sharpen tools at the end of each day, that the important thing was to finish the work as quickly as possible. But Elijah, with the silent wisdom of those who understand the importance of details, ignored the provocations and persisted in his ritual. He knew that sharp tools resulted in more precise, more efficient, more beautiful work. The wood surrendered to his skill, transforming into pieces of rare beauty, works of art that transcended their simple, utilitarian function. And over time, Elias's dedication to that small detail made him a master of his craft, a wood artist whose name was whispered with admiration and respect. Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on the importance of virtue and discipline, teaches us that true greatness lies in excellence of execution, in the care for details, in the constant search for perfection in all spheres of life. Just like Elijah, the young carpenter, we must strive to carry out each task, no matter how simple it may be, with the same dedication, with the same care, with the same passion, because it is in the sum of small victories, in the silent discipline of everyday gestures, that we build our masterpiece, our own life. Temperance, serenity, resilience, personal growth, personal development, all these values so dear to Stoic philosophy guide us on this path of continuous improvement in the search for excellence in every detail, in building a life full of meaning and purpose. Chapter 4. embracing discomfort. The journey of continuous improvement, this incessant search for the best version of ourselves, is not a peaceful stroll through a flowery garden, but a challenging climb towards the top of an imposing mountain. The path is steep, full of obstacles and precipices, and at each step we are faced with our own fragility, with the limits of our resistance. There will be days when the fog of uncertainty will obscure the horizon, when tiredness will try to convince us to give up, to return to the illusory comfort of the plain. In these moments of trial, we need to remember that true growth lies outside our comfort zone, in the courage to face the unknown, to challenge our own limits. Adversity, however painful it may be, is the forge where the steel of our resilience is shaped, the crucible where the gold of our determination is purified. Like the seed that needs to break its hard shell to germinate, we also need to face difficulties, challenges, so that our potential can flourish in all its splendor. It is in the heat of battle, in the sweat of effort, that we discover our true strength, our ability to overcome. Stoic philosophy, with its timeless wisdom, teaches us to embrace discomfort, to view adversity as an opportunity for learning and growth. Epictetus, the great master of Stoicism, reminds us that difficulty shows what men are. It is in adversity that we reveal our true nature, the fiber of our soul. It is by facing challenges that we become stronger, more resilient, wiser. Life, after all, is not a gentle dance under the moonlight, but a constant struggle against the forces of nature, against our own demons. And it is in this struggle, in this daily battle, that we find the true meaning of our existence. The search for 1% daily improvement, this commitment to our own evolution, requires that we embrace discomfort, that we accept the challenge as an integral part of the growth process. It is not about seeking gratuitous suffering, but about understanding that true strength lies in the ability to overcome difficulties, to learn from mistakes, to get up after every fall. Like a climber climbing a mountain, we must prepare to face the elements, strong winds and relentless storms. But we must also remember the beauty of the landscape that unfolds with each new step, the satisfaction of conquering each meter of altitude, the joy of reaching the top and contemplating the vastness of the horizon. The journey of continuous improvement is an adventure, a constant challenge, an incessant fight against our own inertia, but it is also an opportunity to discover our true greatness, to reveal the hero that resides within us. Therefore, embrace the discomfort, accept the challenge, and move forward with the certainty that with each step, with each obstacle overcome, you will be getting closer to the best version of yourself. Remember Seneca's words: adversity reveals genius, prosperity hides it. May your journey be full of challenges, learning and victories, and may adversity, like a relentless master, polish your spirit and reveal your true greatness. Conclusion. And so we have reached the end of this journey, but not the end of your quest for improvement. Remember, the key to a full life does not lie in big revolutions, but in the constancy of small steps, in the discipline of seeking 1% improvement every day. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell so you don't miss any videos, leave a like and share this content with those who are also looking for a more meaningful life. And don't forget to check out our other videos on wisdom, happiness, meditation, and mental health. After all, as Seneca said, life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. May your journey of self-creation be full of small victories, constant learning, and an incessant search for the best version of yourself. Until next time.